Hello, I'm Carol Boardman. It's Perfect 10, and it's even more perfect than usual because it's Friday! Hooray! Thank you, gang. But before we head into the weekend, let's give our brains one final workout, shall we? 10 questions, 10 points, all done in 10 minutes. And as always, we've got puzzles and brain teasers that will educate, entertain, and irritate you. At the end of yesterday's podcast, I left you with an anagram of a TV mogul who seems to be a bit demanding in the swimming pool. Who is Swim Colonel? Well, it's the king of the talent show himself. He is, of course, Mr. Simon Cowell. Well done if you got that right. Now, that was for fun. The anagrams are only ever for fun, no points involved. But it is now time to play for your perfect 10 points for today. Can you end the week with a perfect 10 score? Here are the questions. Question 1 is your starter for a perfect 10. So let's start as you mean to go on today and take the first step to getting all 10 questions correct. You can do this. Here we go. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Now, this is not a trick question. Logically, you need to go way, way back to find the answer. No, further than that. I mean, way, 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 way back. Right? Got it? That's a clue. Time for question 2. Our final hearsay of the week. You're about to hear some sounds which relate to a well-known phrase or saying. So what phrase is hidden in these sounds?
In 2.5 miles, take a left onto the A24, which will take you to your final destination. The back of beyond. A vacuum. The void. Emptiness. A barren wasteland. Absolutely nothing at all.
Just say what you hear. So what well-known phrase or saying was that? You can hear the sound of a road, some directions, but where are they going? Question 3, and it's time for some Carol lateral thinking. Use your head and get yourself another point on the scorecard. Here it is. If you were born in 1995, will your 50th birthday be in an odd or even year? You don't have to watch the clock because in this game you can pause. You can rewind to your heart's content. I'll give you all 10 answers after the final question. So can you go into the weekend with a perfect 10? Question 4, it's our final memory game of the week. So time to get retaining and fast. Listen up, stay focused. Here we go.
Here's a recipe for a rich, gluten-free torte with an irresistible chocolate and spice mix. An easy weekend treat or dinner party dessert you can make in advance. You'll need 150 grams of blanched hazelnuts, 150 grams of gluten-free dark chocolates, 125 grams of butter and 125 grams of caster sugar, 6 eggs, 3 cardamom pods, and some creme fraiche to serve. This recipe will serve 6, but if you're anything like me, this torte will be devoured by 2 over a weekend.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. I might make myself one of those after this. Perfect for a Friday night, wouldn't you agree? So here comes the question. What have you remembered? How many cardamom pods does this recipe recommend? I'll be back with the answer to that after the final question. But moving on now to question 5. And as you know, questions 5, 6 and 7 are all linked to the 3 Fs, frivolous, familiar and fun. They're questions about everyday subjects. So if you've been keeping your eyes open in life, there's a possible 3 more points on their way to you right now. Which British landmark is 20 metres tall with a wingspan of 54 metres? The clue is in the word wingspan. Question 6 is all about an aged chart topper. In 2020, and at 99 years old, which charity fundraiser became the oldest person to feature on a UK #1 single? And question 7 is one for the petrol heads amongst us, or just those with expensive taste, or maybe a bit of both. Which animal features on the logo for the luxury car brand Lamborghini? Question 8 is one in, one out, where you swap out letters to find a new word. So, what letter can you change in the word garden, Garden, to make another word for guard? If you have any clever questions, riddles or puzzles you would like to test me with, by the way, please send them along to Perfect 10. And if I am suitably amused and flummoxed, they could end up amusing and flummoxing all of the Perfect 10 family too. Right, moving on to question 9. It's called I know this, because with a bit of thought, elimination and logic, you'll grab yourself another point. Here's the question. Which is the most southerly country in Africa? You can do this. You've got this. Come on, I know you've got the answer to that one. One more question to go, and then it's time for the answers. Question 10, and your daily riddle. I am big on Saturday and Sunday, small on Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, and I'm missing on Monday and Friday. What am I? The answers are coming up, so if you need to rewind, replay and pause, now is the time to do so. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss next week's questions. And if you want to entertain, educate and irritate me, remember, send me your own puzzles to @Perfect10Carol on Instagram and TikTok. 10 questions, 10 points, all done in 10 minutes. But can you round this week off with a perfect 10 score? Let's find out. Question 1. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, there really is an answer to this. It's an egg. Dinosaurs, fish, and all sorts of creatures laid eggs millions of years before chickens evolved. In fact, our earliest evidence of eggs dates back 340 million years, whereas the first chickens only started appearing around 58,000 years ago. So finally, we have our answer. The egg came first. Question 2 was our hearsay round. Which well-known phrase or saying is represented in this?
Take you to your final destination. The back of beyond. A vacuum.
Well, we heard a sat-nav, but where were we? We were on the road to nowhere. Question 3. If you were born in 1995, will your 50th birthday be in an odd or even year? And the answer is, it will be an odd year. If you're born in 1995, your first birthday was in 1996, an even year. Your second in 97, odd, all the way to 2045, an odd year. Question 4. Based on the clip I played, I asked you to record this. How many cardamom pods does this recipe recommend? And the answer we're looking for is 3 pods. And well done if you got that one right. And into the frivolous, familiar and fun, the 3 Fs, we go. Question 5. Which British landmark is 20 metres tall with a wingspan of 54 metres? The clue is in the word wingspan. And of course, the answer is the Angel of the North, the beautiful Angel of the North. The wingspan is larger than a Boeing 757 and it weighs 208 tonnes. Question 6. In 2020, and at 99 years old, which charity fundraiser became the oldest person to feature on a UK #1 single? It was, of course, the dearly beloved and late Captain Sir Tom Moore, on the charity cover of You'll Never Walk Alone. Question 7. Which animal features on the logo for the luxury car brand Lamborghini? And the answer is a bull. In the early 60s, Ferruccio Lamborghini spent some time with a breeder of Spanish fighting bulls in Seville. Lamborghini was so inspired and impressed by these animals that he decided that the raging bull should be his car brand's logo. Question 8. What letter can you change in the word garden to make another word for guard? Change the G for a W and you get the word warden, W-A-R-D-E-N. Question 9. Which is the most southerly country in Africa? And you'll kick yourself if you didn't get it right. It is, of course, South Africa. And finally, question 10. Our daily riddle. I am big on Saturday and Sunday, small on Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. I'm missing on Monday and Friday. What am I? And the answer is the letter S. Another week of perfect 10 down, and I bet you're feeling a lot smarter, aren't you? Even if you didn't get a perfect 10 score, it's still a great and fun and sometimes very funny way to exercise your mind and keep your brain healthy. And I bet you've learned some fun facts to tell your friends and family at the weekend. Now, remember, make sure to subscribe to the podcast and follow us on YouTube and across our social media channels so you don't miss out on any of our rounds or on any of our bonus questions, which we put out through the week. I'll be back on Monday with a brand new week of riddles, puzzles and brain teasers, so join me then. Please do, and welcome to the Perfect 10 family. I'm Carol Vorderman, and that was my Perfect 10, so have a perfect weekend.